You know the feeling that I still have another whole workday to get through feeling. It sucks. The worst part is knowing that you have to get up, get to work, and be productive when you feel checked out, unmotivated, and would rather go back to bed. The trickiest part about it is that even though you may know intellectually that you're not the only person who has ever felt that way, at the moment, it can feel very lonely. If you feel the Friday funk and want to shake it off, try these 6 tips to lift your Friday motivation. 1. Eat a solid breakfast and plan to eat lunch. The first thing you can do to lift your Friday motivation is to eat a solid breakfast. We have all heard the phrase, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It turns out that it wasn't just something our parents were telling us to get us to eat before school. Studies have shown that eating breakfast can help with improved memory, recall, mood, and visual motor functions. However, researchers have found evidence that the benefits of the micronutrient boost provided by breakfast do wear off after a while. Just like a car with a full tank of gas that runs out after a long journey, the body needs to be refueled. Therefore, planning to eat breakfast and lunch on a day when you are not feeling your best could give you that extra boost you need to get through the day. Skipping meals can lead to low blood sugar, which can leave you feeling weak and tired. If you are already struggling with feeling motivated, not eating is only going to make you feel more sluggish and less inspired to get anything done. 2. Prioritize what's urgent. I have always been a fan of the cheat sheet. No, I'm not a cheater, but I love knowing what needs to be done. No one wants to waste any precious energy trying to figure out what should be done when you are already feeling unmotivated. No matter who you are, there is a high probability that by Friday, on any given week, you have at least 1 or 2 items that were supposed to be completed earlier in the week but just didn't get done. Here is my quick trick for figuring out what's urgent. Just ask yourself these 3 questions. Are there any projects with deadlines that have passed already but are still due? Which of those projects is the most overdue? Of the overdue projects, which will take the least time to make significant progress or complete? This should help you to easily identify at least one task that you can spend time working on diligently, knowing that you are getting something important done. 3. Tackle the low-hanging fruit. Another way to refresh your Friday motivation is to tackle the low-hanging fruit. There is nothing wrong with doing the easy stuff first. Maybe you are so burned out and the urgent tasks will take too much energy. There is nothing wrong with knocking out the obvious easy things. Emails, filing, data entry, document reconciliation, follow-up calls, editing or revising written work, and research are all low-hanging fruits. These are all straightforward tasks. Getting these easier tasks done will give you a sense of accomplishment. You can leverage this sense of accomplishment to help you tackle some harder tasks, or get all the easy tasks done so the following week you can dedicate your time to the harder projects. 4. Give yourself at least 2 scheduled breaks. Give yourself at least 2 scheduled breaks during the workday. Life is stressful. Feeling like you have to work when you don't feel up to it is stressful. Let's not compound it by forcing yourself to sit in front of the computer all day with no breaks. The days of believing that lunch is for punks and working 80 hours a week is what you should be doing are fading away, if not already a distant memory for some. In fact, scientists discovered that although taking short breaks throughout the working day may not have as obvious an impact as taking a holiday, research has found significant benefits. Studies have found that breaks can reduce or prevent stress, help to maintain performance throughout the day, and reduce the need for a long recovery at the end of the day. Before you sit down in front of your desk for the workday, set 3 alarms, 2 20-minute breaks, and 1 lunch break. You aren't proving anything to anyone by forcing yourself to be miserable in front of your computer. You deserve flexibility and compassion. Let these breaks be a radical act of self-care. 5. Listen to some upbeat tunes. Another way to improve your Friday motivation is to listen to some upbeat tunes. Music is medicine. It is not a mystery that the vibrations of sound can affect our mood. Ancient communities knew this and embraced it through practices like chanting, the use of singing bowls, chimes, bells, and other sound instruments as tools for healing. Practices like Kirtan and Bhakti Yoga use chanting to heal and shift energy. The Hindu and Buddhist religions use bells and chimes in many of their spiritual healing rituals. Throughout the modern world, we have adopted the use of singing bowls for energetic healing. Most people could recall at least one moment in their lives when music or sound has helped shift their mood. Music has been shown to have a direct effect on the listener. Studies show that listening to music while you work can lead to an increase in both mood and quality of work. If you are feeling super unmotivated, the solution to your problem may be throwing on your favorite album in the background while you try to get a few things done. If you can't work while listening to music with words and you do not like classical music or traditional jazz, explore genres like trip-hop, house, ambient, beach house, jam band. You may also enjoy artists like Bonobo, Thievery Corporation, and Grammatic. 6. Give yourself something to look forward to. As a yogi, I'm all about being present in the moment. But sometimes, the present is a little too intense, and being super present is not going to help to improve your mood. In those moments, tapping into the power of positive anticipation can be your secret weapon, because knowing that something good is coming your way pushes you to accomplish those tasks you may not necessarily want to do. We all love to be rewarded, especially when we are doing something we don't want to do. Giving yourself something to look forward to is the way to guarantee that you will be rewarded for the hard work of getting through the day. The reward doesn't have to be immense. It can be something small like getting ice cream, going for a walk, spending time with friends, or vegging out with your phone on Do Not Disturb for a few hours. I used to employ this trick a lot when I was in boarding school. The time between semesters in New England would feel so long, especially in the winter, that my friends and I would let ourselves get excited about little things like drinking lime rickeys at Brigham's. Believe it or not, it worked. Try it the next time you get the hit with the Friday funk. Think about something you can look forward to, no matter how small, and notice how it shifts your energy. Final thoughts. As the adage says, this too shall pass. Friday is just a day like every other day before it will end. One thing you can count on is that time waits for no one. So despite how difficult it may feel to get through, know that the time is on your side. No matter what, Friday will wind on. The best thing you can do to improve your Friday motivation is to make sure that your body has the micronutrients it needs to power through the day. Identify what's urgent. Tackle low-hanging fruit. Give yourself time away from the desk. Throw on your favorite tunes and think about the fact that you have the entire weekend to look forward to. You got this.